billions of years of evolutionary advancement.
And then we have Cassie.
Happy day, I'm Gloom! Yeah! Happy day, I'm Gloom! Do you guys remember the time I told you about puking on that gorgeous guy's couch? Well, telling you guys that actually really helped me. You guys were like a nice support group. I really appreciated that. So today, I'm gonna tell you another story that I have some form of PTSD over. It happened a long time ago, but it's one of those things that you lay awake at night, and the cringe is so bad that it has your face looking like it got stuck in a vacuum nozzle. It's really bad. Hopefully you guys can laugh at my expense, and we can all have a good time. I know that you guys don't really like no face cam, and I tried to record this with face cam at the same time, but I just can't play Overwatch while talking at the same time yet. I'm just not on that level. So I tried online dating once, and by that I mean I added a bunch of random people on Instant Messenger, and I did that a lot because I just didn't have many friends in middle school. And the grapevine got me in contact with this really cool hockey player who went to a different school. We started talking and bonding as much as little preteens could, and after like staying up until 3 a.m. talking to each other, he was like, "You want to be my girlfriend?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want to be your girlfriend." It was like typical middle school dating, but I was so excited. I had a boyfriend. It was a huge deal to me because guys at my school, they just didn't like me. There was this one guy that I had a crush on, so I randomly added him on MSN. I found his email through some creepy way, like yandere style. And when I was like, "Hey," he sent me back a puking face, and then he blocked me. And then we never spoke again. So getting this guy on my MSN, having a boyfriend, I felt really cool, and I started telling my only friend in class about him. I never met the dude in real life, so I could only say things like, "He's so nice, and he's so cool, and like he's a hockey player, and like I'm sure he's super cute in person." And my friend was just like, "Cool, that's nice, can I meet him?" And I was like, yeah, I'll take you to one of his hockey games. He's a hockey player. I think I said he was a hockey player like 25,000 times, and it was really annoying. Oh my goodness, I was so insufferable. But anyways, I went on MSN, I asked him when his next game was, he told me, and I brought my girlfriend with me. I remember getting so ready that day. I borrowed my mom's lipstick, I blow-dried my hair upside down so it had all sorts of volume, I borrowed shoes from my sister, like fancy shoes. Little did I know, you know, at hockey games you're supposed to dress really casual, and my regular Nikes would have worked. But I was super dolled up, like I looked like a tart, that's what my dad calls girls who get really, really ready. So basically me in real life, but I looked like a little middle school, preteen, dressed up, wannabe adult kind of girl. I think I even wore a purse that day. So my girlfriend and I, we get to the hockey game and we sit there for an hour. We watch the whole game. I didn't know what number my boyfriend was, so I was just pointing at random guys and going, "Oh, I think it's that guy, or maybe it's that guy. That guy's kind of cute, maybe it's that guy." I just knew that he had brown hair and white skin, so basically every single guy that I grew up with. I couldn't quite put my finger on who my boyfriend actually was. So the game ended, and my friend and I decided to wait by the exit. So if he was coming out with his team, he would be like, "Hey, Cassie," and he would whisk me away to Narnia and just tell me I'm his princess and all that glorious stuff, and my friend will be so impressed and she'll finally think I'm cool. So we waited there and nobody came to greet us. Everybody just walked right by us. Nobody said, "Hey, Cassie." There was none of that. We were just standing there, and it was a little bit embarrassing for me. And in order to cover the embarrassment, I was like, "Oh, you know, it's okay. He probably just didn't notice or something, and we'll just catch him next time, I suppose." And my friend, who had apparently been showing restraint the entire time, was like, "Cassie, I've had enough. I've tried to be as polite as possible, but I know that you made this guy up. Like, it's just all too convenient. Nobody waved at us. We sat here for an entire hour, and nobody came to even say hi afterwards. Like, where's this guy? This guy doesn't exist. He should have come out that door. He didn't. I think you made this guy up, Cass." And I was so flustered and embarrassed. I didn't know how to react. I knew that this guy existed. I started having really bad anxiety. I went bright red, like the same color of the lipstick I was wearing, and I didn't know what to say, so I just kept saying, "He's real, Erica, he's real." And I just said her name, oops. Just like back in the actual moment. "Erica, he's real!" So I'm stubbornly saying, "He does exist, I'll prove it to you." And this time, a little bit more feeling sorry for me, she was like, "Cassie, please don't make a scene. It's okay. You don't have to do this. Like, I'll be friends with you no matter what. You don't have to lie about stuff. Like, we're already friends. Come on." And oh, the embarrassment. I didn't know how else to prove he existed. I just kept saying, "He does exist!" Including on the car ride home. Erica's parents were in the front seat and they were just kind of chuckling at the fact that I'm like, "He does exist." And Erica's like, "Okay, Cassie, your imaginary boyfriend exists. Yeah, sure. Oh, I'm sure he's so handsome. And I'm sure he just loves ya." So when I get home, I log on to MSN and I see that he's online already. Before I could say anything, He was like, hey Cass, thanks so much for coming to my game. I'm so sorry that I couldn't say hi. I probably should have mentioned this to you, but I didn't think you would actually come. Me and my mom had to leave early because I had an appointment. But yeah, thanks so much for coming, and I'll try to catch you next time. I told him that it was okay and that it was no big deal, and that's where I should have shut my big yap. But as usual, I opened it up and was like, my friend doesn't believe that you exist, and I told her that I have a boyfriend and she doesn't believe me, and we went there and now she thinks I made you up. Come on, please. You have to come to my school at lunch hour and prove to her that you exist. And yeah, obviously, any guy in his right mind would be a little bit freaked out by that, so he was like, and then he went straight offline. And I was like, oh no, what did I do? What did I do? And then I waited online for hours, like 4 hours. I was so pathetic. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I'm waiting online for 4 hours going, where is my sweet, sweet love? And then he finally logs on again, and then he breaks up with me. He goes, I don't think this is working. And I don't blame him because he was practically this trophy boyfriend for me. I wasn't even concerned with the fact that I didn't get to see him. I was more concerned with the fact that my friend didn't believe me. I think that my girlfriend and my brand new ex-boyfriend were quite put off by the desperation that I was exuding. Like, it was just utter desperation. Wanted to feel validated so bad. Was so proud to have this boyfriend. He was just so put off by it, and me and him never really talked again. The next day, I went to school. I was pretty much on the verge of tears all day. I go up to the friend who went to the game with me, and I was like, hey, like, he broke up with me. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know how to make this better. Like, I was so depressed. And she just looks at me and was like, how convenient. And it totally made sense, like, it makes sense to me why she thinks I was lying. It seemed obvious to her that I ran out of lies, I couldn't keep this story going, so I was like, yep, he broke up with me, that's the end of that lie. And there was nothing I could do to convince her that I was not lying, that he was real. He was a true hockey guy that went to another school, and I could have been his girlfriend. Oh. I haven't talked to my ex-boyfriend in a while, but I still do talk to the friend who went to the game with me. And the other day I was like, I'm gonna see if she actually still thinks I'm a liar, or like if she actually believes me now. So I texted her and I was like, he exists. And her reply was, no he doesn't. So I guess that she just still doesn't believe me, and it's really bad. It's so embarrassing. It makes me cringe. It makes me want to die. And I thought I would share that with you guys today. I hope you guys have an amazing day. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to give that gloomy subscribe button a bit of a pick-me-up. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!
Honestly, it's nothing to worry about.
But Damien, how do I know you're telling the truth? You're an Italian stallion, your eyes are a lot bluer, I just don't know what to think. I knew that I was embarrassed, but I wasn't in control of my body or my actions. I'm pretty sure I started crying, so I was puking and crying.